So there I was in a CPR and first aid course that was going to last 8 hours. And I sat there, and there was 6 hours of lecture and 2 hours of hands-on training, right, and practicing the skills we need. After 6 hours, I watched all my classmates, their eyes glazed over when the instructor finally said, all right, let's get up and let's practice with this. And as these students next to me pushed on this CPR dummy, I watched the life come back into the students. The dummy wasn't coming back to life. And at that point, I thought to myself, there has to be a better way. There's something wrong with this training. Right? Why should we all have to sit there bored for 6 hours and listen to a passive lecture? I watched line by line, pamphlet by pamphlet. We went through this whole lecture. Then finally, 2 hours, at the end, we were pushing on dummies. We were immobilizing joints. We were backboarding people and making sure they were comfortable and their neck wasn't moving. And we got the real skills we needed in about 2 hours. And so I thought there needs to be a better way. How do we do this? And since then, I've set up a captain's licensing course that's online, and an FCC course that's online, and we're working on a concealed pistol license course that's also online. And how it works is the concealed pistol license is very similar to a CPR course. It's 8 hours. We have 6 hours, and it's 6-hour passive lecture. That's the problematic part. And then a lawyer comes in or a law officer and talks about gun laws. And then you get to shoot 94 rounds at the gun range, right? That's the good part. That's what people want. They want to shoot 94 rounds off and experience that. When they need to use their gun, what are they going to remember? They're going to remember when they shot off 100 rounds at that target. And then they're going to remember the lawyer, right, that said, don't do that, do this, right, Enrico? And then, so what do we do about the 6 hours? We need a learning management system. You can take all 6 of those hours, break it incrementally into chapters, upload it to a learning management system, chapter 1, right? Then this guy over here, Scott, he's the instructor for this course. So we might need your help back there. So we capture all of Scott's lectures. We say chapter 1 up in the learning management system, capture Scott's lecture. Put it under there and then populate a quiz. And now you do it 12 times, right? And you've taken the whole book, you lectured each chapter in the book, and then you have a quiz for each section. And now what happens? The student goes into this learning management system at their own pace, goes through the readings and the videos and the quizzes, and the first quiz unlocks the second and the third and so on and so forth. And now you can do things like control quality standard systems and identify performance standards and raise them and lower them and control them, right? And when these students now get to the concealed pistol license course, they're ready. They're already educated. They're engaged, they're excited to talk to the lawyer, and all they want to do is rip off those 94 rounds, right? So what we effectively have done is taken an 8-hour course with 6 hours of it being boring. We took those 6 hours, educated people at their homes, at their local coffee shop, at their home, whenever they have time. You can educate these people. If they're really highly intelligent, they go through it fast. If they're slow, they can replay the video twice and catch up to the fast people and do it at their own pace. Right? So we crammed this 8-hour course into 3 hours. 1 hour review of the 6 hours that you did at home, 1 hour with the lawyer, and then 1 hour shooting these 94 rounds off. And we've effectively taken an 8-hour course, turned it into a 3-hour course, and made it more effective. The students come out better educated, they enjoy the course more, and they give better feedback and better referrals about the course because it was engaging. They weren't sitting there glazing over, right? So these learning management systems can be implemented all over all of these industries. And there's a real need for it because training can be very mundane and boring when you're sitting there in a lecture and someone's talking at you. You can take all of that, upload it to a learning management system, and have more engaged students in less time, which makes it very convenient.